Hello YouTube, this is Tier Prices 67, and we're here with week 7 of the WPF Season 20 Delta Division. This is where we're going up against Zachmander, and as you can see, I am facing off against Zachmander, but I am doing Zachmander's side here. This is going to be a post-com, unfortunately. Turns out that my OBS has corrupted my past, my past few videos, and this is one of the views included. Unfortunate, so my week 6, 7, and 8 have all been corrupted, so unfortunately, both this week and week 8 are going to be post-coms, and I wish I discovered this sooner. That's on me, though, so it is what it is. Unfortunately, it happens. So we'll just have to post-com and make the best of it, so there isn't going to be like any big team build or anything, but I will go over what I have brought. I've brought a Sneasler, which is Focus Sash, and instead of being Unburdened, I am instead Poison Touch. I wanted to bring Poison Touch. I feel like I've just brought Unburdened every single week, so I wanted to bring a different set this week, just so I can have it in my arsenal come playoff time. As of right now, I am currently first in the WPF Delta, and I am practically secured for playoffs. A lot of stuff needs to happen for me not to make playoffs, so I feel like it's like 1 in 100 type of probability there. So I feel like pretty secured, but I still want to win to at least like guarantee it. And I only need to win one game my last 2 weeks. So if I get O2 twice, then yeah, technically I could miss playoffs, but I'm going to try my best to at least get one win here. I mean, I'll try my best to win the week, of course, but with that like being said, like just one win will guarantee me playoffs. So I wanted to bring a different Caesar set just so I can like kind of expand it, get kind of a use for Poison Touch, figure out like what works best with it, that sort of thing. Because I haven't used it yet. I've only been using Unburdened. I feel like Unburdened a lot of times is better, but I do want to like get some Poison Touch usage in so that I can at least make my opponent prep for both. Next, we are bringing a Choice Card for the Mo with Electro Web, Volt Switch, Leaf Storm, and Trick. This choice card for the Mo is very helpful, as like it is not the only speed. Like Talonflame won't be the only speed control I have this week. Talonflame is kind of iffy on Gale Wings because of Serena. It blocks Brave Birds from Talonflame, making it only being able to click Flare Blitz as its other stab. So it's a little bit more annoying, I think, to work with. So that's why I wanted to bring like a secondary speed control with Choice Scarf for the Mo. I'm able to outspeed Scarfers like Serena and like get Electro Web off. Also, I'm able to outspeed Mega Aerodactyl and Mega Delphox and get an Electro Web off, which is really big. So I have enough speed to outspeed Mega Aerodactyl, which is my opponent's fastest Pokemon. Next up, we have the Talonflame rocking Lumberry with Tailwind, Flare Blitz, Spray Bird, Will-O-Wisp. Lumberry is just like for any like hypnosis shenanigans from Milotic, but other than that, once again, Tailwind plus Brave Bird is like really powerful. And then Flare Blitz, of course, is like the other stab, and then Will-O-Wisp just for stuff like Garchomp or anything like that, or like Maushold if the Maushold was to be offensive. I can burn those and make them a lot weaker damage output wise. So kind of like running it. And it is Gale Wings. I was like contemplating Flame Body here, but the issue is I am outsped by Mega Aerodactyl and Mega Delphox to the point where like I don't believe I would be able to get Tailwind off if I am running Flame Body. So I'm kind of like I think forced to run Gale Wings, which means that I do have to be very weary of Serena kind of blocking Talonflame from clicking flying moves while I'm at full health. So I do have to be very careful of that. Next, we have Aegislash rocking King Shield, Poltergeist, Wide Guard, and Close Combat. Uh, and we have the Akaberry, of course, just for the Mega Delphox. We are Wide Guard because my opponent has a lot of different Pokemon that can click uh, spread moves. So, like Milotic with Muddy Water, Mega Delphox with Heat Wave, Garchomp with Earthquake or Rock Slide, Mega Aerodactyl with Rock Slide as well, Discharge from Belly Bolt, so I had to be very careful of all that. So I feel like Wide Guard is just a good bring for Aegislash, as it will help protect my team from those sort of moves. So with that, like it would make my opponent also have to prep for possible Wide Guard bring from me. So that's kind of why I have it on Aegislash here. Next, we have Farigiraf, rocking Trick Room, Helping Hand, Twin Beam, Shadow Ball with the Citrus Berry, and then Max Defense and Max HP. Guarantee live any hit from my opponent. And we're running Twin Beam specifically for Toxicroak. My opponent has a Toxicroak, and Toxicroak does very well into Mega Blastoise, as my only way to hit it would be non-stab stuff like Dragon Pulse or Ice Beam, so not exactly too hard. So that's kind of why I am bringing Twin Beam here, just so I can handle Toxicroak with my Farigiraf. As well as like set up Trick Room. But Trick Room's not going to be as helpful for me this week, as my Mega Blastoise, instead of being like a bulky set, it's max speed, max special attack, modest nature with Water Pulse, Ice Beam, Water Spout, Dragon Pulse. I want to make Mega Blastoise as fast as possible to where I can outspeed Mega Delphox or Mega Aerodactyl if they are aggressively speed creeping a Talonflame and when they're at -1 from a Rotom Electro Web. So that's why I am modest nature with max speed, just so I can deal as much damage as possible, but at the same time outspeed a -1 Mega Delphox or Mega Aerodactyl if they decide to speed creep my Talonflame. So that is the whole idea there. With all that being said, we can get this battle started. And looking what my opponent brought here, they brought the Mousehole, the Mega Delphox, the Milotic, the Garchomp, the Bellybolt, and the Serena. No Toxicroak and no Mega Aerodactyl is really good. I don't like dealing with Mega Aerodactyl as like wide guard shenanigans, as well as just his speed and like offensive output is like really detrimental to my team. So I'm happy not to see it. I feel a lot more comfortable with my lead now. So I'm be leading Sneasler plus Rotom-Mow. Rotom-Mow just to get the Electro Web off, and then Sneasler to deal massive damage to wherever he wants to lead. It's also like an anti-Serena lead. It does very well in handling Serena, which is very scary for my team overall, especially Mega Blastoise and Talonflame. So I'm just going to bring the top four. I'll lead my Trick Room option behind here. I don't see like a very large need for it because my opponent isn't bringing like any like priority options, and Belly Bolt being here kind of makes me weary of bringing Trick Room, as well as like what if it's like a bulky Serena or bulky Milotic, then my Mega Blastoise is going to be undersped by them, and in Trick Room it'll be very bad for me. So kind of why I'm leaving Trick Room behind, and then Talonflame is like a secondary speed control option if my like the mode doesn't work out. So yeah, that being said, I am leading Rotom-Mow plus Sneasler. My whole goal is to be like an anti-Serena lead, because like Serena can be very annoying for me if they lead it, like if I led Talonflame plus Mega Blastoise. But yeah, so yeah, they do end up leading Serena, so like okay, my goal here is just take out this Serena. Rotom-Mow will probably go down here if they click Heat Wave. I'm kind of hoping they click Psychic into Sneasler instead, but if they don't, that's all right. I will at least be able to take out Serena here with my Sneasler, with my, just because of Scarf Rotom-Mow clicking Electro Web, being able to lower everyone's speed by 1. So Sneasler should be able to get off a free Dire Claw here, outside of missing Electro Web, of course. So they do end up making the Mega Delphox, of course. That's as expected. It's their only Mega they brought, so I'm expecting them to like Mega first thing. So I do get the Electro Web off. I lower everyone's speed, and then this chip damage is able to let me take out Serena with a Dire Claw, which is huge. So no more Serena, so Mega Blastoise becomes a lot more threatening now. And Mega Delphox gets a Heat Wave, is able to hit both, so Rotom-Mow will go down here, but Rotom-Mow did what it needed to do. It got the -1 speed of Mega Delphox and allowed Sneasler to take out Serena with that important chip. So now I'm like kind of in a commanding position. I could go into Mega Blastoise for free here, and my opponent's they go into Milotic, so they don't really threaten Mega Blastoise here because I am pretty sure I outspeed this Mega Delphox. Of course, I will need to find out. It's currently at -1 speed, so I if they did not speed creep, then I would not outspeed it. But if they did speed creep, then I'll outspeed this Mega Delphox and be able to take it out with a Water Spout. So Caesar close combat into Milo just to get as much damage into this Milo as I can, and then I'll just um, Water Spout into this Mega Delphox and Milo and just deal massive damage as they won't be able to hit me. So I'll get a full health Water Spout off guaranteed at the very least. And that should be able to take out Mega Delphox and deal alright damage into Milotic. It is a Milotic, so it's not going to deal a lot because of its massive special defense, but I get close combat. I do about 60%. That tells me, like, okay, so this Milo isn't superly invested into defense. It's probably more special defensive, so they can, like, easily tank anything from a Mega Blastoise. So I get Water Spout off. I deal very minimal damage. I also revealed that I'm Poison Touch since I got the poison with close combat. So Caesar does go down here. So I am down to 2 Pokemon, but I am still in a very commanding position as Milo is really low health, so it should be able to go down to like and poison. So Water Spout should be able to take it out at this point. And my last Pokemon is just Talonflame. And with Talonflame, I don't even have to play the game of if the Mega Delphox is aggressively speed creeping or not, as I can just get a free Tailwind up, and that allows me to like guarantee Water Spout take out Mega Delphox and Milo at this point. So yeah, I am not even like I might be down in Pokemon currently, but I am in a very commanding position right now as my opponent doesn't really have a way to handle this position. They can switch out, but me getting a Tailwind up means that I could just take out this Mega Delphox here. Or like deal massive damage to whatever is in the bag. So I just decide Tailwind plus Water Spout, give me 2 free KOs, and we'll go from there. See what the final Pokemon is. I think like the only thing that can be a little scary for me is the Bellibolt. Is otherwise I should be able to handle whatever comes in rather well with just this combination. But Bellibolt can be very scary, especially if it's like discharged with Electromorphosis, because I will be they'll be double targeting it with Water Spout, max damage Water Spout, and Talonflame clicking Flare Blitz. It may live, and if it has discharge, that could be very scary for me. So I do have to be very careful about this Bellibolt. And even like Parabolic Charge, like that can be very annoying to handle as well. So I do get the Flare Blitz. I don't do a lot. I'm assuming this is just like a very defensively bulky Bellibolt. And it does reveal to be Electromorphosis, which is very scary. I would much prefer to face Static at that moment, but Marspout's able to take it out before I have to worry about any damage from it, so very clean 2-0 for our first game. And with that win, it does lock me up for playoffs guaranteed at that point, but we're still going to try for like the overall victory here. No point in like slowing down at this point, so I decide like with that, like game 1 went very well. I feel like the 4 I brought are like the best 4 that I have for this matchup, so no point in like trying to change it up and like ruin it by bringing like Fergraph and Aegislash. So I was like, okay, let me just bring same 4 again. No reason to change something that works so well in the first place. I don't really feel like Mousehold and Garchomp are going to make the ginormous difference here. So I feel like same 4. Though I do want to lead differently. I am going to lead Sneasler plus Mega Blastoise now. Sneasler's Direct Claw taking out Serena has given me hope that I can Oko the Serena, but I may not. I definitely didn't calc it in the moment in time if I can Oko Serena with Direct Claw, so if I don't, I am kind of in a little bit of a pickle if Mega Blastoise goes down early. As in, I don't really have a great way of handling Mega Delphox once Mega Blastoise goes down, fun fact, so I get to be very weary of that. Well, all that being said, let's just do it. Let's just bring Mega Blastoise plus Sneasler lead and just deal massive damage with Dire Claw plus Water Spout, or if they lead Garchomp, we can Ice Beam the Garchomp instead and just Oko the Garchomp as well. So let's see what they decide to lead here. I'm expecting to change it up, and they do, and they end up doing that. They lead Garchomp plus Serena, so Serena is still led, but they replace Mega Delphox with Garchomp. I understand that, and I can't fake them out, so I'm not even going to try to fake them out, but I am just going to Ice Beam the Garchomp, and I'm going to Dire Claw the Serena. Now, I expect this Dire Claw to take it out. Of course, I wasn't calculating or anything, so I definitely could be wrong. I was just like going off of like first game of like Dire Claw plus a little bit of chip took it out, so I naively expected that like okay, then I should be able to take it out here, but as you are about to see, that is not going to be the case, as I do get the Dire Claw off, and it lives on 7, and then I get the Para. Very fortunate, of course. Now my Mega Blastoise will guarantee to go before it. Garchomp stomping tantrums. I reveal to be Sash, and I Ice Beam the Garchomp here. And I bring it down to its Sash as well. And then like I'm like, okay, this Serena is about to deal massive damage to my Mega Blastoise, maybe even taking out its Power Whip. But I am very fortunate I get the full para there. So I'm like, okay, at this moment, I decide that I want to protect my Sneasler because I want it to be alive for the Milotic in the back. I'm expecting that they brought Milotic, and my don't really have a huge way of handling Milotic. I mean, Rotom Mo can do very well versus it, but if it's, I'm expecting it to be like especially defensively bulky, and I don't think Rotom Mo will be able to take it out. And then like I'm still worried like what if they decide to bring Mega Delphox as well? So if they did, then like Sneasler doesn't matter. But at the moment, I'm like I need to protect my Sneasler, and I'm just going to Water Spout. I'll be able to take out both. My opponent makes a great play here. He Rock Tombs my Mega Blastoise, lowering my speed, which means that even if paralyzed, Choice Scarf Serena can outspeed me. But I get very fortunate, and I get a double para. That they did nerf paralysis in this game, even more so than like Scarlet and Violet, but it's still I still get the double para, so it still works out in my favor. Very unfortunate for my opponent. I'm able to take out Serena and Garchomp practically for a little chip at that moment into my Mega Blastoise, and now it's a 2v4, but it's not over yet because Mega Delphox can Heat Wave and just take out my Sneasler. And then I don't really have a huge way of dealing massive damage to my Milotic. So that is like kind of my big worry here of like how do I beat this Milo? So like I'm gonna try to close combat it. Maybe I get lucky and like my opponent clicks Heat Wave over his Psychic, and he misses my Sneasler, and then my Mega Blastoise can it's like it's water pulsing the Delphox. I'm not expecting to have a lot of HP where Water Spout's going to be doing massive damage. So instead, I am just going to Water Pulse into this Delphox and take it out because it is like the biggest threat for my Rotom in the back. So the Heat Wave miss, that's actually very fortunate for me. I don't think it really matters too much in the end because like once again, my Rotom is in the back and should be able to like deal good damage into this Milo. And it'll be like a 3v1 at that point. I don't think Milo is like powerful enough to take on all 3 of my Pokemon, but still very unfortunate. Warpole should be able to just take out this Mega Delphox. I do get a crit. I don't know if that crit mattered. I am not for certain if it did or not. I don't think it did because I am a Mega Blastoise with modest max special attack. Clicking stab, Mega Launcher boosted Water Pulse. So I don't believe that mattered. The Mega Delphox does have like a good special defense stat, but I don't think it's like good enough to live that. So I don't want to say it mattered because I don't believe it did, but either way, I got very lucky game 2. I of course got the poison touch proc again. that one didn't matter, but like the heat wave miss and the double para on Serena definitely did matter. So game one was very like a very clean win. Game two was not, but I apologize to my opponent for that. Either way, we get the 2-0 victory, and we are going to go on to week 8, guaranteed for playoffs. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all next week. Peace.